Okay, so now let's talk about how you're going to put this all together. So when you are done handwriting all of your answers to the lab, you are not going to submit it directly to Google Classroom. Instead, you are going to scan it using Notes, using your Google Drive, using if you have one of the apps like a Cam Scanner or a Tiny Scan, you can use that. But you're going to scan the entire handwritten lab. Now, what I recommend is in your Google Drive, I would set up some folder for the year, and I called it chemistry folder. Okay, you call it chemistry folder, you call it whatever you want. But this is where you're going to put all the documents that you are going to be working with throughout the year. Now, I scanned my graphing lab and I put it in here and I scanned it blank. Okay, so it's all right here. So now it's here, and I'm going to work with this lab here. Okay. I snapped a picture. This is before I wrote on it. I snapped a picture of the hand drawn graph that I did and I put it into this folder as well. So you're going to take a picture of it and you're going to upload it into your Google folder. Then what you're going to do is you are going to put the graph. Where's the graph? Here it is. This is the graph I did with the last lab with graphing with Google Sheets. You're going to make the same graph you did by hand, and you're going to make it in Google Sheets. And so you can take that file and put it into your folder as well. Now, this is what you're going to do. You're going to open up the graphing by hand document. You're going to have all of this filled in. All of this is filled in. Here's directions, written instructions on how to get the slope. This is already in here. I practiced it earlier. Pretend these aren't here. You're going to open with Annotate with Kami. So we're going to open this up. It's taking its time. Okay. Once, I'm actually going to delete that so you can see exactly what I'm going to do. Okay. This is how it's going to be. You're going to see a blank section here and a blank section here. All right. Take a picture of your graph and insert a snip of it below. All right. Well, let's go back to our chemistry folder. Let's come back over here. This is the picture of the hand-drawn graph that you took and you uploaded to your folder in your Google Drive. The easiest way to take a picture or take a snip of this and to put it into your clipboard so that you can paste it is to use the shortcut Windows key, Shift, S. Do that all together. And then we get sort of a dimmed out screen with a crosshair. You then take the crosshair and you scan it or you drag it down and then let go. And your computer's going to go like a boom, and then you'll get a little sign that says snip save to clipboard. You come back over here. Do not, if you have a text box, it's not going to paste in. Okay? Click on the arrow. You should have nothing highlighted in your document. Click on the arrow. Then you're going to hit Control V. There's my graph. Okay. Now you can cover the writing here. I realize that it's not a huge spot, so you can cover the writing, put the graph right there. Now, by putting the graph in the document, it makes it easier for your teachers to grade. It makes it easier for you even because it's all there in one big, long document. You're not opening different files. Now, when it comes time to do the graph on Google Sheets, use all the rules that we learned in the last activity. Have your minor grid lines, have your X value, your Y value, your labels, your intervals, minor grid lines, your title, everything. So let's pretend this is the graph that you did in Google Sheets with the rock data. Again, you are going to do the Windows key, Shift, S. It goes dim and we get the crosshair. You're going to highlight. You're going to get a little sound on your computer. It's going to say save to clipboard. You come back over here. Make sure you click on the select. Just leave it so that nothing is highlighted in here and do Control V. And there's my graph. Okay, and again, you can cover up the question if you want to spread it out a little more. And there are my two graphs in the document. Now, all of this should have been filled out already. You've already done these questions. So now we have our document filled out with the questions. We have the two graphs. You are now going to download it. You can put it right in your Google Drive, and it'll put it right in the Google Drive in the folder where we have everything. Download it with the annotations. Flattening it just makes it, compresses it all so that it just is a smaller file, I believe. And then you're going to hit begin export. And now it's processing, it's saving it to my Google Drive. So now when I come over here, I'm going to close this, come over here. Here it is right here. It is this document that you are now going to submit to Google Classroom. And it is this that's going to be graded. Now, if you submit your file without the graphs embedded and as separate pages, it's going to get bumped back to you. Now, if you don't like the way that I showed you, you can do this in Google Docs. You can open up the PDF in Google Docs. Docs will edit it for you, and then you can cut and paste the pictures in as well. The only problem is if it is being posted as a PDF and you're converting it to a Google Doc, sometimes formatting and words and things get lost in the translation. So be very careful with that. So get this submitted, get it uploaded. If you need help, ask your teacher. Good luck.